it's Lynn Schultz, Fashion Group International, Kansas City, Communications. I am here at Xiphium Salon in Mission Farms, coming in to talk to Vilma Subel today. And she is the owner, also savvy businesswoman, but also creative as well, since she is also a stylist. So again, as I mentioned, Mission Farms, and she previously was at Town Center and has been here for quite a few years. So here's Vilma.
Hey Lynn, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
So I was just mentioning that previously you were at Town Center, and so what I'm wondering is location. So everybody talks about it, that can be a key factor in success.
Huge. Yes, it's huge. 9 years ago, we were at Town Center for 11 years, and then 9 years ago we decided to venture out. It's really about being exposed and walk by and traffic, and I wanted Xiphium to be looked at. We were kind of hidden behind, so we are right out in the open, and I'll tell you what, being next to some really busy businesses like the restaurants and being right here at Mission Road, has been awesome for us. Our business has totally skyrocketed because of that. So visibility is so key for brick and mortars, so key for our type of business. Even though we are a destination and people book appointments, they have to be able to see us to know where we are. And we get a lot of drive-by, and that's how we really grew our business, by the exposure.
Well, I'm Vilma, so I'm a business gal, and the one thing that I always think about from the sales perspective, or marketing, that is, anybody can say they have a great service,
Right.
we have a better product.
Right.
But, really, what does that mean? And more importantly, how do you differentiate yourself from the different options that customers have, your clients have, to go any place else?
Exactly.
Or even self-care at home?
Right. Well, first of all, we, you probably videotaped this, but we are Aveda, and when I say we are Aveda, we are exclusively carrying the Aveda line. We use this product as a catalyst to parallel our mission, and our mission is to really take care of our community, and Aveda takes care of the community in the world. But if you can just maybe turn the camera over and look at the concept of working from the heart and our mission statement, it's really, the products are my staff. The product that I have to offer are the people within my business, and the passion and the compassion that they have, the desire to take care of other people. It's not just about hair. Really, it's not about the hair. It's about how we take care of people, how we listen. Listening is key, communication is key. So when you are trying to draw that customer to you, that guest to you, you have to feel it. You have to be real.
Okay, that's fine. And what is
And that's the key for the product,
Okay, perfect. I'll let the calls if it doesn't
which in turn are my team. My team's my
All right,
product.
thank you.
And
Bye-bye.
they study, they do so much preparation for taking care of each individual that comes into our salon, and respecting who they are, understanding their story, so then we can build from that. And that's the key to our success, about really embracing who each person is that comes into our doors, really.
So as far as Fashion Group International, Kansas City, a couple years ago, how did you come to get involved or hear about the group and start thinking, okay, this is something I need to be part of?
Yes. Beyond that, I used to be a Fashion Group member. I dropped off because I, at the time, felt like I just needed to redirect myself and refocus. But then FGI resurfaced in my world, and I started noticing a lot more activity with the current Fashion Group. And I thought, you know what, I need to reconnect, because I need to have like-minded people surrounding me that are going to support what I'm doing. And at the time, I really wanted to grow in the fashion sense, And I wanted to see who I could connect with in the fashion world because I wanted to get more involved with like Fashion Week. I wanted to get involved with photo shoots, and the only way for me to be able to grow in that area was to connect with like-minded people that wanted the same thing. And when I went to it was an event that Fashion Week held at a local store at the time. The minute I walked in, I sensed that energy, like, oh my gosh, there was excitement, there were people sharing ideas, there were people passing cards, and I thought, I want to be a part of this because that's where I feel like I need to be in order to get beyond some of my little hurdles, some of my little bumps in the road. And sure enough, the minute I joined, I started making connections with fashion designers and people that were very influential. For me, let's catapult a few years later, I stepped into the board and had some influence on our local chapter. I met some amazing people that now are good friends. I can actually call them like really true friends that support me, and then I get to support other people and connect people together. So what a lot of people don't know about Fashion Group is it's this own entity that supports all the different branches of fashion that happen in Kansas City. So we're like a conductor, if you will. So we connect people in different branches, in different groups. So we're kind of like that center point, if you will, that brings everybody together. So that's what I love about Fashion Group. And being from starting in New York, with this Kansas City chapter, it's just growing and growing and growing because people are seeing the value with it, like I did a few years ago. So I love it.
So the one thing that I heard in some of that is really it's allowed you to build some strategic collaborations.
Yes.
Now, what if we're not talking just here in Kansas City?
Yeah. So that's a good point because it's based in New York. There are branches all over the country, Canada, and Mexico. I've had the opportunity to connect with other FGI members. The thing is, when you're a member with Fashion Group, you can go to any event around the United States, outside of the United States, because you're an international member. And that's what I think a lot of people forget. It's not just the Kansas City branch. You could go anywhere with your Fashion Group card and be a part of any event or partake in anything that all the other groups, like I said, including outside of the United States, that are doing, because we're connected that way. So that's one thing that I have to remind myself every once in a while. But I do, if I have a question for another Fashion Group member outside of Kansas City, they're right there at my fingertips through the guide or Facebook. So I feel really privileged that I get to connect and talk to all these people anytime I want. It's cool.
Anything else from a business perspective, advice? I always think too that no matter what business arena you're in, whether you're the owner, employee, startup, whatever that looks like, there's probably some good best practices that any of us should be doing. Anything that comes to mind?
Right off the bat, attend the events that we have on the calendar, because you just never know who you're gonna run into. You never know who you're gonna meet. You may have heard some names, and then finally you have a face with the name. And you just never know what that one chance meeting can do for you. And I can think off the top of my head some people that came to our events that were curious and have been members now ever since. And just to watch them grow business-wise, it's because they were there, physically there, shaking hands, giving out cards. And sometimes I know it's really busy to do, especially this time of the year, it's the holidays and it's busy. But I tell you what, you're out there and you're shaking hands and you're connecting with people, not just on social media. In person, I think, is the key for me. That's always been my I think foolproof way, when I'm there and I actually get to meet someone, shake their hand and tell them my story and listen to their story, and then things just kind of manifest from there.
In my short time being involved with the group and being a member and then being on the board in the communications role, what I've really seen is there's something really special about this group. I always say there's some synergy that we have that I haven't had with some of the other groups that I'm part of. And it's hard for me to put it into words to tell people what that means. But there's just, it's beyond just collaborating together or willing to help someone else out. There's really a bond that has happened. And even with, you might have a couple people that are all competing in the jewelry market or accessory market, and you don't see that though. They are, but they're helping each other for the greater good. And part of that's the greater good of Kansas City, the greater good of trying to have your own business.
That's so true, and that's what this group is about. It's about supporting. It's not about competing. When we're all together, it's so cool when you go to an event, like say one of our jewelry members has an event, the other members that do similar are there to support and even shop. That's the cool thing. We're constantly supporting each other because we genuinely care. And to be part of a group that really cares about watching the growth and sharing with the growth, you can't ask for anything better. You cannot. So that's one thing. Again, I'm just going to go back to being there physically when you can. I think is key to grow. And then again, we always have people from outside of fashion group that come. I mean, being a member is key, but it's amazing to see all the people that are not members that are showing up, that are curious and want to know what we're up to. But we are so inclusive. That's the key. I think it's that feeling, and you're going to feel it the minute you walk into some of our groups. I've never felt a clicky feeling, and I always resist that. And if I sense any kind of clickiness or shutting the door, I turn around and leave. But I've never felt that with our current FGI group. We're very inclusive, and that's what attracts me to this group.
Well, I just want to say thanks for letting me come in and to your place of business.
Yes.
I had mentioned early on when I was walking through the door, you being a savvy business owner, but also on the creative side, being a stylist, and it takes a special person to be able to do both sides of that of a business. A lot of balance.
It's a lot of balance.
And I'm going to quick show a few different angles as far as in your lovely space, in case people haven't been in, they need to come take a look. And
Sounds
just
good.
want to appreciate your time because I know you're very busy.
Well, there's a little lull right now, so this is perfect. So please.
I caught her before lunch.
Oh, that's okay, as long as you didn't hear my stomach growl.
Thanks,
All right,
Vilma.
my pleasure. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my hands are cold. Yeah, Jesse just called. I can tell to it, and then just that person. Yeah.
So I just wanted to give everybody a quick look of this neat space in case you haven't been here, and just wanted to thank Vilma and also her staff bearing with me being here in this space, and everybody have a great day.